On June 9th, 2025, around 9:30 p.m., cops were called to Fort Lauderdale International Airport in reference to a disturbance at a Spirit Airlines gate. According to police reports and witnesses, the couple was denied access to board the plane, so they started arguing in front of the gate until it became physical, with the girlfriend striking the boyfriend multiple times in the back of the head, in front of witnesses who also attempted to break it up. These are the events that unfolded.
Outside, so that's where I'm about to go.
Okay. You have your ID with you before you do all that?
I gotta go to cancel.
Well, just stay put for a bit. All right. We'll help you with it.
Fort Lauderdale International Airport, June 9th, 2025. A couple, a missed flight, a decision that cannot be undone. Officers responded to a domestic disturbance at a Spirit Airlines gate. Multiple witnesses, a public venue, no quiet ending in sight.
Did you see what happened? What happened?
What? She was the aggravator.
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, she was aggravated. They were arguing about whatnot with the flight missing, but she kept on pushing him, bouncing him. He kept on walking away. They were like back and forth, and then I guess he said something to her and she didn't like, and she hit him. You understand me? So he hit her back. You understand? Then they started tussling and he dragged her away. I don't have my idea on this. May I witness? You guys can look. She's the aggravator.
So when did it happen? But she started it. She pushed him first?
Yeah, she pushed him first. She's the aggravator.
Do you know the person, first of all?
Yes, that's literally my boyfriend, bro.
Where is he? Where?
Yeah, it's like, please get him, because he's trying to walk up like this shit. So,
All right,
we
so
got her.
can I have your ID first?
Yeah, I'm glad to tell what happened. He's a weirdo, bro.
How long you been with him?
13 years. Yes, that's surprising.
You have children together?
We got her a little late, but we still had time to make our fight. My bad went through the...
Who's the primary?
I'm not gonna talk to nobody listening.
Hold on. So what happened?
So we got her a little late, but we still had time to make our flight. So we going through the TSA. My bag had already came through, but I guess that conveyor belt was messing up. And somebody else I don't know what was going on with their bag, but she took my bag off the conveyor belt and put it back down at the end. And I started getting mad. I kept telling them, I said, I have a flight to catch. Why is my bag going down? I had nothing in my bag that needed to be checked or anything. It's because the conveyor belt was messed up. They literally had to keep getting on the conveyor belt to take the bags out.
Okay.
So I'm telling them that I need my bag because I'm about to miss my flight. And they wasn't listening to me. They literally was about to put me out the fucking... Can I just get my...
What other terminal 4 guys on?
It's petty as f***. He's drunk and he's being hostile.
Okay, but you can't touch people. And there's a person who does not know you from the hole in the wall that saw you walk up behind him and just pop him. I don't know what goes on in Detroit, but here, that's a no.
I understand. I promise you, I'm not like that.
Okay,
I don't
but today
normally
you were,
do that.
and that's why we're here. If you would have kept your hands to yourself, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
I feel like nobody, I get what I did wrong, but I feel like nobody is trying to hear me out. Like, he started disrespecting me and I didn't do nothing fucking wrong. He tried to blame me for missing the fucking flight.
Okay, walk away.
And really disrespect me, and I get you on that, and I'm not just trying to...
You got his ID?
Yeah, I got his ID. It's literally... I don't know if she told you her background stuff.
She is the agitator.
Is she?
He hit her, but she's...
Who hit her?
She saw it. She pushed him, hit him first, and then he hit her back.
She hit her head.
Not her. That's the witness right here.
Checkpoint 4, please. 54
You saw it? No.
Yeah, she hit him first.
She walked up behind him and just popped him in the back of the head.
Huh?
She just walked up behind him.
Yeah, she started.
And she was still swinging on him. I had to put her off of him and like push her to make her sit down. Because she was still going. She was like, nah, fuck this shit. And I'm like, ma'am, just please have a seat.
And that's the thing, talking about he chill, he good, he's not. He's the hostile one. I admit that I am around someone my hands on. I promise to God I would totally admit that. But he really pushed me because he started getting disrespectful. I promise to God I was
Popped him a couple of times and then
Hey, well, I already got a witness. So she started the whole thing, right?
Obviously.
She started pushing you.
Yeah. The thing is with women, they don't.
I heard
they
you
wanna,
clocked her too, but she clocked you first, right?
The thing is with women, they want to handle things aggressively. Okay, if your bag is stuck, we obviously gonna get our refund back. So I'm talking to the security guard. Yeah, I cleared the bag stuck. No, let me tell you how I went. We don't need to say all that. You understand it? We understand it.
Hear this. You touch somebody here, you a couple, that's it. You understand? So, Peña's talking to Peña's here.
Let me explain.
This is where Florida law becomes the story. Florida's mandatory domestic battery arrest statute 741.2901 removes all discretion from the room. When there is probable cause of domestic battery, law enforcement shall arrest, not may, shall. She asked the question almost everyone asks in this moment, even if he doesn't press charges. It doesn't matter. The state of Florida is now the injured party, not him. Florida's battery statute 784.03 defines the offense as intentionally touching or striking another person against their will. That is the threshold. She struck him in the back of the head, multiple times. In front of witnesses, she cleared it. Fort Lauderdale International Airport runs 4K surveillance systems. The officer put it plainly, this is not a gas station parking lot. She begged, school, work, please have some leniency. Florida's domestic violence law has no hardship exemption. Once the primary aggressor was identified, the outcome was fixed. Under Florida's mandatory arrest policy, she goes. She said it was just a fight between them. Under 784.03, that is not a defense. It is the definition. Charged with 1 count of battery, touch, or strike dating violence. First-degree misdemeanor, up to 1 year in Florida. Under 741.2901, the prosecution moves forward, independent of the victim. The case does not need him.
But I'm gonna break it down to you, okay? You are gonna get arrested, okay? Because unfortunately, right now here in Broward, we're not tolerating any kind of domestic.
Am I going to jail?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Even if he don't press charges?
No, it doesn't matter. With a domestic, he doesn't have to press charges. So, I want you to tell me which of your property you want to leave with him, if you want to leave
Please
any.
don't take me to jail. You got me arrested, bro. He's taking me to jail. But you know I'm not like that, bro. It don't matter. You know I didn't mean that.
Right.
I'm not even
listen
like
to me.
that.
This is what I want you to do, okay? I'm gonna need you to take off your jewelry, everything, your purse, everything. There's no way around it. Let me get your purse.
How long am I gonna be in
I
there?
don't know. I mean, maybe you could be. They could probably let you out tomorrow.
Oh my God, bro.
Hey, is your ID in here?
I have
That
it.
purse has got it.
Take off your necklace from me. And anything like this around your waist, take it off. You can leave your jacket on till we get over there.
Oh my God, never in my life. Please don't take me. Please.
There's nothing
I
I can
beg
do.
you,
Sonny.
please.
There's nothing I can do.
It is, please. I beg you,
You
please
gotta
don't
go.
take me. I cannot
The
go to
aggressor,
jail.
somebody has to go, and the aggressor has to go, and you were the aggressor.
Oh my
Take
God.
off your necklace for me.
You want to keep her luggage or what?
So what's going on? I didn't want her to go to jail.
I explained to you. The state of Florida is pressing charge. Here's the thing. If you don't show up or you don't want to do nothing, it's probably at the end of the day it's going to be dismissed. But here, we don't play around. You a couple, she hit you, it's on camera, the witnesses, she's got to go to jail for domestic battery. She be out. And then if you don't show up to court, it's all going to be dismissed. But this is the problem.
Please,
Come on, hurry up. Take it up.
please don't take me to jail. I
we
beg y'all. I cannot have to work and everything. Please, I beg y'all. I did not mean to
Listen
put my
to me.
hands
It
on you,
doesn't matter.
please.
At this point, once you put your hand on him, that's it.
That's my man. Like, I didn't mean to, y'all. Please.
Just do that. Just take off your necklace so I don't have to take it off.
Please don't take me to jail.
Then turn around.
My God.
Put your hands like you're
I
praying.
can't believe this. Please don't take me to jail. I cannot.
Our hands are tied when it's a domestic
It's
related
not a
issue.
domestic thing.
That's your
Yes,
boyfriend.
because you guys live together.
We don't. Please don't take me to jail. I
You're-
didn't even hit him. I only.
You already told me that you guys live together.
What? You just said you didn't hit him, and then you said you only hit him once.
But it wasn't like that. He could tell you, please. I beg you, please. I cannot go to jail. I got school. I got work. I cannot. Please have some leniency on me, please. I beg y'all. Please. We would go our separate ways. I would stay at a hotel. Please, I beg y'all. Please have some leniency on me. I never had no felonies.
Let me explain something to you, okay? And I'm just going to explain this one time. In the state of Florida, we have domestic violence laws, okay? You obviously struck something. You hit someone. We have plenty of witnesses. We have cameras. You hit them. It's non-negotiable. That's it. You put your hands on someone, you go to jail. It's just we can't do it anymore. So that's the end of it. We don't want to have to take people to jail, but we do. And it's it. He doesn't want to press charges. Your boyfriend doesn't want to press charges. The state of Florida is pressing charges on you, okay?
Yes,
So it's
I
not
get
something
it.
that we want to do. You should have made that choice when you put your hands and start hitting people, okay? And unfortunately, you did it in there. Unfortunately, you did it in an airport where there's hundreds of people watching and cameras everywhere, okay? So it's something that we made a decision to put our hands on our boyfriend. Now we got to live with it, okay? It's nothing. There's nothing one can do. There is nothing we can do.
It is, please. I don't have no
Zero
crime
tolerance.
felonies or anything.
Zero tolerance.
I beg you.
Zero
please.
tolerance. I'm sorry. The state of Florida doesn't give us leniency, okay? So, I'm sorry. I'm explaining it to you. Is that her phone?
Yeah. We're gonna give him all of the other stuff. I'm just gonna sit down. Sit down.
So you don't want to press charges?
No, not at all. I didn't think it would even get this far. It was a miscommunication. I guess it's a lesson learned. You can't do this stuff.
That's his phone number?
Papi, you got this, right?
Yeah.
Hey, these fucking
Where's-
guys
where's
in a
Garrett?
67.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
They cleared.
Oh,
I saw them cleared.
well, I wasn't a 13 inch and I cleared. I left it over
I know,
there.
but Garrett isn't cleared.
It is what it is.
I thought he doesn't want to press charges. He doesn't want to do anything.
I'm sure.
You know.
The only ones that the last ones I did, they didn't go anywhere.
You got his information?
Yeah, he gave you the ID, right?
That okay? This is his.
This is his. And
Okay.
he's going to stay at the Hard Rock. Just,
It wasn't my fault.
Come on, I gotta pat
I
you down.
can't believe you did this to me, bro.
He did not do anything.
he doesn't even want to press charges.
He doesn't want to press charges. He didn't do anything. We
I
are.
gotta pat you down. Okay?
Your boyfriend doesn't want to press charges.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I'm the one going to jail.
Right. Well,
Take the belly.
And I
the belly.
believe this.
Is this
I
in the
would
last
never
one? Here.
forgive you for
Step off.
this. I would never forgive him for this. I would never.
Just kick your back. Kick your foot.
I would never forgive you for this. I would never. And I sit down. I start to like it. I've never been to jail before.
What happened?
I can't believe I'm in this situation. I can't. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Take it to the car.
Never
Let's go.
forget you.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, mama.
I would never forgive you.
Officers get an A. Patient, methodical, legally precise. They executed the mandatory arrest requirement correctly. Under Graham versus Connor, every decision here holds up. She gets a D. struck her boyfriend in public on camera with witnesses, then voluntarily explained everything to the officers. Florida's battery statute requires only intent to touch, not intent to harm. She handed them the case. He gets a C+, cooperative and calm throughout. But his insistence on not pressing charges reveals a misunderstanding. Under 741.2901, the victim's preference is legally irrelevant. The state decides. The lesson: in Florida and most states, domestic battery is a public offense. The moment you strike an intimate partner, the state becomes the injured party. Begging the victim changes nothing. Begging the officers changes nothing. The only decision that mattered was made at the gate. If you want more Bodycam analysis, hit subscribe. We post every week. Drop a comment should the state prosecute domestic battery even when the victim doesn't want to. We'll see you in the next one.